Hello. We as people have a tendency to walk through life with a script. You know, when you have everything planned out, how everything in your life will go. And that in general is a whole separate video. But we also, as people, have tendencies to include others in that script. You know, we have a place for them in our lives. But we, of course, don't have any control over that. And you will suffer trying to make others follow your script, wishing for others to follow your ideals, and to believe in a way, to behave in a way that is easy for you to digest and live your life. Wishing for that sacrifices your peace and your freedom. And people are inherently driven to seek things like validation, belonging, and agreement. I'm pretty sure it's to do with tribalism, actually. It's, not being connected to the tribe and not always having tight company. You know, those are things that are needed for survival, or used to be. Because if you were alone, like 30,000 years ago, you would die. So we evolved to have this need for strong belonging and connection. But if your peace and really your will as a human relies on these things, you rely on the approval of others and you need others all of the time, then your happiness isn't even yours and you will never be free. Even when you receive positive output, you shouldn't need it. It's nice to get approval, but you don't need it. And if you need it, then you don't have true peace, because true peace would stay regardless if you got a positive reaction or not. You know, if no one laughs at your joke, you can still find it funny yourself and you'll be okay. You know, you need to stand on your own feet and remember yourself. The strongest person in the group is someone who's happy without the group. And you can't wait for someone to choose you to start living your life. You know, finding peace on your own is where true freedom lies. If there's a course that you wish for your life to follow, then steer that way regardless of other people. You know, don't hesitate because of backlash, and don't wait for someone else to do it with. Don't wait for someone to hold your hand, because then you're dependent on that person. And so say there's a place you want to visit, that you want to travel, like into another country, and you have no one to go with, but you need someone to go with. You could potentially sit around waiting for your entire life to go, because you put your autonomy and your freedom in someone else's hands. Because someone who might not even exist, you know, you're waiting on them, they mightn't even be in your life, that person might not be out there. And because of that, you'll stay trapped in like this cage of loneliness, like a literal cage, because in the case of not traveling, you're restricting your movement, you know. And like, you'll stay trapped because you rely on others to do what you want to do, and so you might never do it, no matter how much you want to. You know, find a way to do it. Go alone. Find a group. Make it a mission to actively seek what you want, like a quest of sorts. And this doesn't mean regard any potential advice or companionship from others. It just means that your peace and your freedom lie in self-acceptance and solitude. And you need to take charge of your own autonomy and your own freedom and your own peace. You need to stay strong and keep moving regardless if people support you or not, if they understand you or not, if they stay with you or not, because that's the only way that you'll ever truly be free.